Good day to all of you. I'm Narbi Kamenov, and a warmest welcome to the new time on Jibek Joly World. Starting 2023, Kazakhstan plans to export oil via the Baku-Tbilisi-Ceyhan pipeline. Negotiations between the parties are underway. Currently, the country is choosing an oil-producing company that will transport it from the next year. The press service of the National Company KazMunayGas reports. According to the plan, at first, 1.5 million tons of oil will be shipped through Azerbaijan, Georgia and Turkey. And in the future, the volumes are planned to be increased to 6.5 million tons. KazMunayGas representatives say that not only Kazakhstan but also Azerbaijan is interested in that. Kazakhstan has launched another wind power plant. The investment project, worth 9 billion tenge, is located along the Karatau mountain range in the Jibek region. A total of 15 wind turbines were installed there, each 75 meters high. Some of them are still under commissioning. The capacity of the renewable energy facility amounts to 4.5 megawatts. The generated electricity is supplied to the public distribution networks. In the future, there are plans to expand the facility and install additional turbines there. Overall, 18 renewable energy facilities with a capacity of 450 megawatts are currently operating in the region, which represents 20% of all the alternative energy facilities in the country.
Some of
the startup and commissioning works are being carried out. Once they are finished, the facilities will be commissioned. The finished turbines have been put into operation and electricity is already supplied. Since the facility's operation depends on the speed of the wind, the higher the gust, the more power will be produced. 3 types of power plants will be launched by the end of the year. Tax revenues of each facility will amount to 70 to 80 million tenge per year.
It bears noting that 134 renewable energy facilities with a total capacity of over 2,300 megawatts were commissioned in Kazakhstan to date. Over the first 9 months of 2022, the volume of electricity generated by alternative sources of energy in total power production amounted to 3,917 million kilowatt per hour. This is 21% more compared to the corresponding period in 2021. Thus, the renewable sectors accounts for 4.6% of all electricity generated in the country. Kazakhstan reports on record foreign trade figures. According to the Ministry of National Economy, the nominal exports volume has reached almost $64 billion over the first 9 months of 2022, whereas in the same period of 2021, it amounted to less than $43.5 billion of US dollars. Thus, the country's exports in January-September increased by 47.5% and exceeded the annual numbers of the previous 7 years. This year, Kazakhstan managed to increase the export volume to such countries as Italy, China, Russia, the Netherlands, South Korea, Turkey and Uzbekistan. The country's foreign trade turnover grew by 35% in January-September and reached 98 billion of US dollars. The North Kazakhstan region is increasing its export potential. Analysts estimate that this year the region shipped 10% more goods compared to the previous year.
Pasta products made in the North Kazakhstan region are in demand not only in the region and throughout the country, but also overseas. Noodles produced there are as good as Italian spaghetti in terms of quality and taste. The product is manufactured in compliance with international standards, and the export volumes are growing every year. We have one pasta making shop, which contains 4 pasta lines. The total production capacity reaches 192 tons per day. Our enterprise produces cut and short-cut pasta. Overall, more than 30 items. We pack the product in 400 grams. The economy size package contains 1.6 kilograms. Kazakhstan is ramping up exports and entering new markets. This year, a batch of flour-based products was shipped to Mongolia for the first time. Apart from that, the country has begun exporting lead scrap to Japan. Previously, it was supplied only to the US. The range and deliveries of goods to the EU countries have also increased.
Переработчики стали отправлять больше товара.
The processing companies began to ship more goods. Plywood exports have been increased. Now it is exported to far abroad countries, such as the Czech Republic.
Польша, страны Прибалтики, Чехия.
Nevertheless, wheat remains the main export commodity in northern Kazakhstan. About 300,000 tons of grain were shipped to the foreign markets this year, which is 9% more compared with last year.
President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev will push Kazakhstan forward and take full care of its citizens, international observers Leonid Mlechin opined. The Russian expert also noted that the Kazakh leader is known to the world community as an outstanding diplomat. President Tokayev has extensive international experience. He also served as Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, Chairman of the Council of Ministers of the CIS and the SCO Foreign Ministers Council.
Он просто одаренный человек. Мне кажется, он от природы создан быть дипломатом.
He's just a talented person. I think he was born to be a diplomat. He has a lot of experience. He put Kazakhstan on the political map of the world. The way he has been leading Kazakhstan these years shows that he attaches great importance to the foreign political activity. He's very confident around the global political elite because, first of all, he is well informed about it. He is highly educated, watching the world closely. He's a very gifted diplomat.
Внимательно следящий за происходящим в мире и просто еще одаренный дипломат.
Residents of the Жетысу region can receive grants of up to 400 million tenge. Grant funding is aimed at developing entrepreneurship in the digital technology field. Preference will be given to innovative projects. In order to receive a grant, one needs to submit an application on the Startup Orda website. They will be accepted until the end of the year. There is no age restriction, meaning that anyone can take part in the competition, from school students to pensioners.
We have 3 types of grants. We give the main grant to aspiring entrepreneurs and innovators for technology commercialization. We give 20 million tenge in the first stage and up to 80 million in the second stage. Our main goal is to help people finalize their products and enter the market.
The 10th International Student and Debut Film Festival Bastau kicks off in Almaty on November the 29th. About 60 films made in more than 40 countries will be screened there. Filmmakers from Japan, Australia, the Netherlands, Palestine, the United Kingdom, Colombia, Israel and Germany are among the competitors. The Kazakh film section will screen Askar Uzabayev's movie Bakut about domestic violence. The film A Democracy's Education by Adilkhan Yerzhanov and the Kazakh-Russian collaborative film Tarlan will also be presented. The first movie tells the story of a gypsy girl who tries to change her destiny imposed by her tribe. The second film tells the touching story of a friendship between a boy, Zakir, and a foal named Tarlan. Besides that, Kazakhstan is represented by Eldar Shibanov's debut film Mountain Onion, which will take part in the feature-length film competition of the festival.
This is a story about 11-year-old Jabai who sells mountain onions on the highway on his way to China. The film is expected to bring us the feeling of dreaminess and joy in our difficult times.
In addition, Viktor Vilkovitsky's popular science film The Return of the Sea is participating in the documentary competition. This movie tells the audience a lot of new things about the Aral Sea. The event will be concluded with Madi Baljanov's debut full-length romantic comedy, Milky Girl. It is worth pointing out that the 10th Bastau International Film Festival will run until December the 3rd. That's all the news we've got for you today. Make sure to stay tuned. I'm Norbert Kamenov, and I'll see you very soon.